Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am your host, Ahmani Brown, and we're doing another duo. I got Devaughn over here this
That's
time.
me, Devaughn here.
That's the
I'm
boy.
here. Type shit.
For real, for real. So, check it. How you been, buddy?
I've been great. I've been chilling.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Life and that's been better. I didn't think about it for a second. But yeah. But specifically,
Alright, so we'll get right into
specifically,
Yeah.
I had a week off last week. I was chilling.
Oh,
I
you
got to chill a lot. I played too much Marvel Rivals. I didn't, cause
I mean, it's fine. The new season came out. It's been awesome, right?
It's amazing. But then fucking Steam's assholes like, you recently played 70 hours of Marvel Rivals. I'm like, God damn.
Snitched on you, and you're like, oh, man. It's a lot of time.
Times playing one game and just doing the same thing over and over. It's so fun.
You played almost the equivalent of 3 days back to back. It's not that. That's not that crazy, ultimately. But I guess you did it within a week, so that's not best. That's not great.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine actually. I'm gonna be honest. It's completely reasonable.
Within a week, and it's the weekend and everything. But my main thing, it wasn't even that was my main game for my vacation. It was this demo that I found a random YouTuber. I've now played over 24 hours in.
Yeah, is the official game out?
It's
By the
not,
way, I mean I'm gonna let you
it's
announce
not
it.
out.
Just
The
want to make
game
sure.
is called Nine Kings, and it's
So that's a cop on your end at the moment it comes
100%.
out.
There's no doubt in my mind. If it's
All right, explain it to me.
Nine Kings is a game about you building up your kingdom, and each time it starts, you get a random loot chance of what kingdoms you can get loot pool from. You can get a loot pool from the kingdom of the Devil King, or the kingdom of Greed, or the kingdom of the Forest, or the kingdom of Nothing. So far, there's 9 kings. This is just only the demo. But you get a random at the beginning of the game. You only get like 2 or 3. You get 3 people out of the 4, out of the 5,
Yeah.
to be out of your loot pool. You get to pick one as your main. That's what you start with. You get that loot pool all the time.
Okay.
It's a really fun game. What else is there? You get loot pool from each person, and in each game, each turn, you get a new random card from that person you just defeated. It's very fun, and it's very hard after you beat the game. It has an endless mode, and
This is a roguelike, right? Like it's ultimately
pretty much,
like
yeah.
every time you start over, it's
Pretty
randomized.
much every
Okay,
time.
cool.
This is a whole new run. In the full game, they have perks, but that's not there yet.
Obviously, because it's not
Yeah.
done.
Can I,
That's kind of cool though. It's like just a free demo on Steam though.
100%, and I'm trying to beat it. I like try to crash the game. That is the only.
That's
is
the goal. You gotta get to a point where the game's just like, no more.
You won.
You're done. You're done. You've won.
These armies get really hard, and you can have magical like a steel coat on your soldiers to prevent one hit. You can stack that
That's actually
and
kinda
make it like get less hit like multiple times, but some enemies just hit like 10,000 miles per second and just kill my guy so fast I can do nothing about it.
Hey man, it happens sometimes. That is actually really cool though. So like the idea is just you're building up a kingdom, and it always at the end of every prep phase you fight like another army, and then that army, whether you win or lose, determines whether or not you continue going. And each time you get another card. I saw him play it a little bit, so like I kind of got the gist of what you were talking about based on what I saw, because I was like, okay, that's kind of vibes.
It's a
But
fun thing because each
a
game
cool
is
game.
different, and so like that's why I like to love it. And it's a random like loot chance. Like each turn I can get like this awesome card, or I can re-roll and try to get it, but it costs so much money, and it's a whole resources thing. It's a lot.
I feel that. I'm glad you've been enjoying that one. I need to check it out myself, honestly. I was looking at it, I was like, this is kind of cool. I know since it's a demo right now, it's pretty easy for people to just go check out anyway. Like, it's free, so go touch it.
I advise. I love.
Now, I do know you touched another thing, and I want to actually hear your opinion on it, because I haven't gotten a chance to touch it. You played Rematch.
I love Rematch. It's a beautiful game. It's a little laggy because it's an online game and they're trying to fix it out, but the gameplay is excellent. If I had more time in that game, I'd have been an animal.
I could be something different. So a friend of the podcast, Squishy, and obviously the man who shall not be named, I've been playing it a lot. I've known that for like a little bit. I think Pele managed to get in there a little bit. Sure, you managed to get a couple matches in or no?
Yeah.
Okay, they've been checking it out. I was excited for it because it's just the Seafood devs decided to make a sports game, and I was like, oh heck yeah! Like the last time they made Absolver, and then from Absolver they went to Seafood. So now Rematch being very different in terms of like their usual appeal, but I still think it's really cool.
It's still good soccer.
They applied what they did to Sifu and Absolver to just this, to just soccer, really tight, kind of smooth soccer that I've seen.
That was very beautiful. What else? It's easy to score the goals. You just have to. Not easy. You just have to be looking at the goal. You can't just be. It's you have to play the game. It's great.
Kind of hoping more sports games decide to take after what they did here, because like to me, this is what sports games kind of should have been for like a while, or at least it's needed a boost for a while, because of the fact that like it's all like the same stuff every time. Like it's barely updated half the time, from what I can tell. It's just needless 100%. Stuff. And I think more games need to do
adding stuff for like money for like buy more skins and like stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Stop this.
I think it'd be cool if the next FIFA took on something like this. Like it can still keep like the big overall view, right? But like I think the idea of like playing an individual character and having like the utmost maneuverability just seems more fascinating to me than like the over the top just bounce between person, you control the whole team type feel. But that's just me. Yeah. I want to see a football game that's like this now. That needs to be their next project. Well,
that'd be great.
American football or rugby or something like that. That'd be really cool. But they decided to go for soccer, which is admittedly a good pick. It's the biggest sport in the world. So, yeah, there you go.
That's true.
What else you be checking out, man?
We finished Black Mirror, so we can talk about that.
We did actually. Yeah. Black Mirror was fire. This new season was awesome.
Favorite episode out of the 7. I'm about to pull up the names of them. Alfad, what's your favorite one?
Off the top of my head, I think I wanted to fight, but I think I like the gaslighting one. The
Bete Noir.
Yes. Craziest part is I don't know if we talked about this part like off, but like there are 2 versions of that episode, by the way. That are out.
Yeah, I heard about that. I saw about that.
I'm like, don't, bro. That's so mean. That's so mean. You're gonna just cause exactly what happened in the episode to happen to people in real life. They're gonna start losing it.
My favorite, but that one was, I love that one. It's number 3 in my eyes, but U.S. Callister is number 1.
Oh yeah, no, that one was actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a great. Not really. It's kind of It was a conclusion to the first one. So yeah, I love that one. And my second one was actually Hotel Reverie.
Hotel Reverie was interesting. I thought it was fascinating. Yeah. I think the way it worked out was really like, wow. It's okay. It's kind of cool.
I love that she fell in love with AI.
She did. I mean,
I don't know how long she was actually in there, just chilling with
her. From the sound of it was probably like maybe not like a year, but like it's like months, right? Because like things were happening. Like she was having entire day cycles within like the terms of like a couple of minutes. So it's like, yeah, no, she was in there for like a while as far as she was concerned. What? I don't want to spoil anything about the episode, but all I'm gonna say is like when they hit the button to just run it back. I was like, oh, that's so fucked up.
You should hit the Punisher. Wait.
No. I was like, damn, wait a minute, bro. I wasn't prepared.
I was talking with my coworkers, and they said that Eulogy is mid. And then
what was Eulogy again? I'm trying to remember.
Eulogy was the one that about the guy who had the guy. What's happening? It was a funeral. The guy had to look at memories and see the stuff he did with the girl, checking the photos and stuff.
Right. How do you feel about Eulogy though? It's also mid.
I know, because I'm trying to be nice, but I'm like, it's not like the best episode, but it's a cool premise, and they did the cool things, and that's what they did. So that's what I really go for. But like, it was really, that's it.
You want to know what was a really good one that we haven't mentioned? It's the first one we watched, which was
that was the saddest story of all time.
That one was just rough.
That was real rough. Hella rough. Hell, damn.
Normal people, right? No, Common People. It's called Common People.
Correct.
Episode Common People is yeah.
I forgot the actress, the lady who played the saleswoman. She played that excellently. It's like, yeah, I can't help y'all. Y'all kind of fucked.
The idea that they implemented ads into somebody's brain is crazy, but like, but that's saying even a little bit too much. I'll let that one go. But like that one's kind of wild. I recommend watching Common People.
I recommend watching all of it.
All of it, yeah. Not just gonna watch Black Mirror. Black Mirror is awesome.
I might talk shit about Eulogy, but I still like the very.
But it's still a Black Mirror episode.
It's still good. I'm just saying it was the weakest out of this. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 6.
Episode 6.
Yeah, 6 episodes.
The weakest one?
Yeah, out of all of them.
Oh, Eulogy would be the weakest one, I'm assuming is what you're saying. Okay, right, yeah. That's fair. Yeah, no, that's completely fair.
There's only one we didn't talk about.
Yeah, I like that one, though. And I know which one you're talking about. We're talking about the, I don't remember the name, but it's about the dude who found digital life. Yeah, no, that one was fascinating. Plaything was fascinating. I genuinely was like intrigued by that, and then he should not be named crashed out over the tiniest of details, and it's so dumb.
It's as stupid as reason. He did not pay attention at all.
He didn't.
He saw one thing and got angry, and it said, like what, bro? Wait, listen.
Dog literally said he just needed parts. He just needs parts.
Probably got mad PS5s. I tried to tell him that, but he said no.
No. It's like, dog, he just needed anything with electronical parts that he could craft.
That's crazy. They said any random thing, a switch is a thing we can use. Sure, why not? Don't want to make anybody angry.
Why would it make anyone angry? Oh man, that was so stupid. But what else did we check out besides? I know we went through Black Mirror. We went through I know we watched Devil May Cry. Squad watch.
Technically, the squad watched the Minecraft movie.
We did watch the Minecraft movie. Do you remember anything from watching the Minecraft movie?
I'm gonna say this again. I fell asleep.
No, I thought you rewatched it by now.
Oh hell no! I tried.
I tried. You know that's crazy. Because you're the Minecraft aficionado here.
I know, but it's like these kids are so cringe, bro. I was like, I ain't dealing with this shit right now.
Go to bed.
I can do something else, bro. It's better my time when they do this shit. Hell no.
No, it's funny.
But another thing I've been checking out was me and Naquan just had like, oh, it's a show we need to watch. I said, watch Warrior. It's a good choice. He said, oh, I guess why not? And now he fell in love with it. So I'm like, bet. He's on season 2 already. I've been kind of watching him with him again.
Hey, bet.
I kind of want to watch that with y'all too.
It sounds like it was good,
but it's always good. It's very very whoa.
It's very well.
It's 30 hours of content though.
That's fair. I guess I'll also ask, because me and Leon talked about it a little bit. Well, what are your thoughts on Devil May Cry? Now that it's out.
Oh, Devil May Cry was a great show. I'm trying to think of any faults about it. No, they did the story well. They pushed the narrative. What else was there? It was great acting, funny. I love Dante as a main character. He's a funny, chill guy. Just got fucked on by big government.
This is fair.
Vice President was cool. He was the most chillest Vice President I've ever seen in my fucking life.
He was unbothered.
Chiller than our current Vice President, who did some things we should not even talk about, but it is what it is.
Look, I don't really care about our Vice President very much, but in all fairness, those are allegations.
I gotta say, crazy work. Same day.
Mighty coincidental. We're not a conspiracy theorist. We're not saying anything happened.
God, Ahmani, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
You know what's just clicking in my head? That he just died on Easter.
That is, yeah. No, that's wild.
Huh. What type of world do we? What type of sitcom ass were we? That's a joke.
On Easter, right?
That's a whole joke. That's a fucking late night joke right there.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm not gonna lie, that's a late night joke. That's just gonna happen at some point. Someone's gonna make that joke.
It's on 422. Like he just blazed it. He blazed too much. I'm Vance. I'm JD Vance.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, no, it was on 420 as well.
Very bad. Hey, it's the earth we live on.
It is the earth we live on. You're right. That's facts.
We barely even talked about the new season of Marvel Rivals. We just said we liked it, but how do you feel about the new balances?
Okay.
And shit like that.
I think what they did for Rocket, awesome. I think that was the best decision they ever made. So Rocket's ult now gives shield.
The moon, nigga.
I think we're not talking about Moon Knight. Okay, here's the thing. I think what they did to his ult, really good. Why he gets health back, really stupid.
I love it.
But I think Rocket's buff is the best thing they did to him. Now people can't complain. Now people can literally not complain. I'm not the biggest fan of what they did to his little orbs. Right?
Wait, you're not? No, I love it. What are you talking about?
Aren't they slower and they heal less?
No, they shoot faster and they heal for way more.
But they don't bounce. They don't bounce. Don't bounce as much, I should say.
I didn't even see that. I didn't check on that. But I know if the ball hits you, it heals you for 50 health.
Oh yeah, it hits you for 50 health off rip, and then you get overtime healing, which is nice. And I'm like, that is better. They buffed that. It's way better.
Yeah. You just have to be aiming at your friends now, or aiming at your.
I thought it was slower. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was slower.
No, it got faster.
But it being faster is fine.
I see the clap I did in the recording. That's crazy.
He was like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, yeah, no, that shit is fast. That's funny though. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I'm trying to remember who else they messed around with in that, because as far as I'm concerned, most of the characters I played remain the same in this season. Nothing has really changed for them. So
all my characters got buffed.
You got all the shit.
Every last
That's true though. Mr. Fantastic got buffed, but I haven't been able to play him because someone's been on him 24/7.
Hey, you can have him.
I've literally not been able to feel if he feels good or not yet.
Hey,
I just thought about that.
Hey, motherfuckers, if they want to play him, just ask.
I just didn't think about it until like now. I was like, all right, fair point.
Yeah, all you, I don't care.
But like, that's a nice. They gave him a nice buff. Like, Moon Knight didn't need a fucking buff, but like, Mr. Fantastic needed something. I mean, I didn't think he personally, for me and you, he never seemed weak. But apparently, he's one of the weakest characters in the game. I don't see it. I don't see how he's one of the weakest characters in the game. Whenever me and you were playing, we cook.
So I felt really good with him. I played like 50 hours of him. That's over last week. I woke up and said, you know what? I'm brushing my teeth, get ready for the day, eat, and then bang. Rivals time.
The number one thing that they changed was he has less health in his buff form, right? But you no longer have to go buff form to do his ult. He just gets the maximum amount of health he should get from being in buff form, which is nice because now he can just do his ult whenever. That's way better. He gets a displacement ability with his chest bump, right? Like it knocks people. I thought it already knocked people back, but now it can knock people out of the air and stuff like that. Like it's really nice. Like it's, I think
the slow effect.
It gets the slow. Yeah, they get slower. They can't move as much. Oh man, I was never too worried. As a Spider-Man player, I was never too worried about a Mr. Fantastic. Now I have to switch off because that shit is not fun.
Oh, I punched so many Spider-Man Ahmani.
Cause doing that slow effect to them, especially if you do like the chest bump, right? Do the slow effects of the chest bump. I can't get away anymore. I'm just not allowed to leave, and I'm like, oh, this shit's ass.
No, think about this about it. If I'm two of them, I get two chest bumps.
Boop,
so
boop.
I slow you, and then I boop you again. Bada big, bada boom.
You're not moving.
And I'm punching you doing all of that.
Yeah, now Spider-Man's
are not good.
Spider-Man's hard countered. Hard countered by Mr. Fantastic. Was not expecting that. I was like, wow. Like, they did that to him, and I was like, that's crazy. I literally cannot play this character while he's on the field. I mean, it makes sense considering that, like, there are a bunch of characters who are hard counters to other people. Like, for instance, Johnny Storm. Like, if you're Spider-Man, you're a hard counter for Johnny Storm. Kill him instantly. It's so easy. It's not even fun.
Yeah. And Johnny, if he slams on the ground,
he gets shield now. He gets shield now. He can actually have survivability to get out of it. So like if he does the explosion, they give him shield whenever he does something like that, which is smart. It lets him get out of that. Yeah, if you're Mr. Fantastic, that's not stopping you. But like, but it helps him significantly because it adds to his survivability and gives him a reason to slam down there. Like, because before you would do it just to try to make sure you kill somebody. Now it's like, no, you just do it because you got the setup for it. Like, now it's worth doing. Which I think it's actually kind of cool in its own right. I'm trying to think of who else got a change. They nerfed they just crippled Adam Warlock for some reason. They just said, we don't like you. And I'm not really sure why. Jesus. He's not doing very good this time around. Nope. And then obviously there's the girl. Emma Frost pulled up. She's fun as hell. Choke slamming people is a must.
Yeah. Oh my god. The Groot trick is crazy.
Oh, dog, bro. Groot with Emma Frost is a menace combination. As someone that's played it and been on the receiving end of it, but mainly as someone that's playing it, being an Emma Frost and a nigga just puts up walls for you. There's just walls around. It's like, say less. Here's the funniest part. Groot doesn't even have to be on the team for you to take advantage of it. It just has to be a Groot. Just a Groot doing his job just allows you to be better at yours. It just instantly. It's not even fair. I was laughing at that so hard. I'm like, oh, people are getting cooked because Groot's just trying to protect people.
Nah. My walls now.
Those are my walls. I'm confiscating this wall. Groot, I'm using your wall. I'm using your wall to kick your ass. It's good, though. It's good. I've been very much enjoying that one. That one's fun. I know, as I was about to say, who's been your favorite thing? We already basically talked about it. It's Mr. Fantastic. That's been your favorite change, obviously.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
You have not stopped.
Hey, Cloak and Dagger's still up there. I'm mad they took the dance away, but they kept the shark dance.
Oh, a little spin?
Yep.
Well, spin's better.
Huh?
Spin's better. It's just better.
But I want to get jiggy with it.
I don't know if you're getting jiggy with it, but like the spin is better.
It is.
You just look like he was tweaking out, but the spin just looks cool. It's cute.
Fuck the shark, bro.
Why are you mad at the shark? The shark just chilling.
He be throwing my games.
I mean, I guess so. Depends.
Ooh, Ahmani.
Depends.
It depends.
Depends
bro.
on the shark.
Nah, there's some sharks that's be dying, bro. Nah, I'm just venting right now. It's kind of crazy work. Hey, Marvel Rivals Online. It's the experience. If you solo queue, that's what you got to deal with.
That's just what happens.
Mhm.
It's just gonna be like that sometimes, man. It's just gonna be like that. But what else? What else did we check out? What else did you check out?
There's a problem. I've checked out many little things because I spend a lot of time on certain couple things. A lot of Rivals. Yeah, Rivals, Nine Kings, and then watching Warriors with Daquan has been my whole vacation pretty much.
I mean, that's fine.
Anything else? No. Damn. I had a coworker.
Mm-hmm.
We were chilling. We had play dates planned to do every day.
Mm-hmm.
But she realized, you know what? I don't want to deal with this kid, and she moved to a different class.
Dang.
So no more play dates with us. I'm like, damn. we were chilling.
It was so perfect. Everything was working out so well.
Yeah, now
Everything's falling apart. I know we were watching Daredevil. You seen it in Daredevil? Fire.
The mayor is fucking. This is fucking a menace, bro. Jesus, the only thing I can think about is the smashing.
Oh, Kingpin gets a comic book style Kingpin kill in this, and I'm like, oh, brother, that shit is horrifying in real life. I knew it was horrifying in the comics. Looking at that shit happen to somebody, I'm like, oh, oh man, that's rough. That's was ill prepared.
I was just like, any questions? Like, how the fuck did you do that?
He's that strong, bro. He's just that strong. Kingpin is superhuman without actually having any powers. Like, he's just muscle, bro. He's just pure muscle.
Got it.
He got hit by a car in the fucking Hawkeye show, remember? And shot in the head. He lived through that. So, I think my biggest gripe with this season of Daredevil, actually, is that they're pulling from certain comics, right? So they're pulling from, like, Devil's Reign and a couple other things. Like, there was the one with, like, the paralyzing of, I almost called him Black Bolt. It's not Black Bolt. Bullseye, right? And there's, like, some other stuff that's kind of, like, sprinkled in there. My biggest issue is that, like, this show clearly needs other heroes in it, because the story that they're trying to tell should affect more than just Daredevil. And it only feels like it's just affecting Daredevil and Punisher. Punisher barely gives a shit. Punisher doesn't give a shit. But in the original comics, Devil's Reign is like an event. It's like an actual thing. Like, they had Ben Reilly Spider-Man and Miles Morales Spider-Man pull up. They had the whole Chip Zdarsky run had Peter Parker Spider-Man throughout it, actually. He's kind of an important character as to why things were happening and things like that. Um, Luke Cage is should probably be in this show. I'm not gonna lie, considering that like how Devil's Reign works out. Well, the end of Devil's Reign, that arc, that uh, event. One of the main ways they get Fisk out of office is because Luke Cage runs against him.
Oh my god.
So in the comics, Luke Cage is the mayor because they won. But like that's cool, right? Like it's stuff like that that's like really like interesting, and I feel like a lot of it's kind of lost on the fact that like we have like 3 superheroes walking around in this show total.
Where's Spider-Man?
I don't know. That's the biggest problem, isn't it? This is Spider-Man is not even there, and it feels weird to say that that's like a flaw of this, because I'm trying to take it as like as its own thing while also understanding that like it has
its own thing.
Yeah, like it has its inspirations, but it's just really weird. Hold up. Technical difficulties on Marpite. I don't know what that was about. But Devaughn, give me a quick mic check.
Hello. This is Devaugh. 1, 2, 3.
There we go. He's back. Well, I'm back more so than anything, but both of them, it works either way.
That's crazy. I'm back.
All right, back into it. I don't know what the last thing that's in the recording that said, but basically, I'm just gonna sum it up being like, it's weird that like other superheroes don't exist in this when the comic that it is inspired by is a big deal about having a bunch of street level heroes in it. So like, the idea that none of the Defenders are in it is a little strange. At the very least, none of the Defenders. At the most, Spider-Man's not in it, and that just feels weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. But it's been fun. I think I've enjoyed like how it's been pacing itself so far. I don't know about you, Devaughn. Have you been enjoying it so far?
I'm loving it.
Bet.
It's been slow, but I wish there was more action. But it's a Marvel shit. Just whatever.
It has been very slow, hasn't it? Um, he doesn't. He fights somebody in almost every episode, but it doesn't feel like it, right?
Hmm?
It's just so long between him throwing fisticuffs between people. It's like whatever. I also feel like we're not gonna go too much spoilers, but like obviously with a couple things that happened in the recent episodes, I think it's kind of wild that certain characters have certain dispositions towards vigilantes. That's all I'm gonna say. Certain characters,
so much anger.
Certain character, just like I'm like, excuse me, huh? How did you just assume this? How did you get here? And not only that, she's just not getting it. She just refuses to get it. Not getting it. Man's making it kind of almost abundantly clear to you about certain situations, and you're just like,
I'm gonna do my own thing.
But that's been fun. I guess yeah, is that everything for you though, Devaughn? As far as like stuff that you've been checking out?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm chilling.
Alright, cool. So I'll go into my stuff. So I guess I'll start with one thing that we technically both checked out, but we just recently checked it out. There was an animation that Logan showed us. It's been on our it's a pilot actually. It's been on our radar for a while. I believe it's called the Gaslight District, right? Mm-hmm. That shit's fire. I love it. I kind of need that to get picked up. In fact, I'm going to go tell you guys to go look at the Gaslight District on YouTube. It's cool if you like Tim Burton as stuff. I mean, like it's not exactly Tim Burton style, but like the overall theming of it seems very Tim Burton. The idea being is that from what I can tell, it is essentially a world of rot, like just regular people. Seemingly from what I'm getting from it, it's that the rapture happened. So all that's left are essentially people who are rotting corpses but are dead. But like continue to walk around and move around because there's no afterlife. They're zombies, right? and heaven is on earth essentially, because they just walked right in. But the idea is that you have the rotting, those who are corpses and things of that nature, and then you have the angels in there, kind of like mechanical city going on. That's with the stuff that they got going on over there, which is kind of interesting. And the deal is that essentially when a normal human is born into this place, a big ritual thing is supposed to happen, because from what I could tell, it seems to cause like a war, essentially,
Yeah.
between the rotting and heaven if a human is born into this world. It's like just because of the fact that like there are no normal living humans, and it seems to have a place on their eternal life. Like, so those people who are basically corpses that keep coming back, they seem to be kind of enjoying the fact that they are corpses that get to keep coming back. And this human on one side, on the rotting side specifically, means that they lose that immortality. And for the angels, I think it just means that they get to basically do whatever they want again. Like, they find their purpose.
Yeah.
They're just really happy about starting a war, it seems.
Yes, we can do it again.
It's like, we get to fight again.
I guess it was bored.
Yes.
People get really bored.
The show picks up with the idea that that human's already been born. We're just not allowed to, like, the rest of the world's just not allowed to know that human exists and walks among them. And that seems really
right there.
And that alone pretty much tells you the kind of, not the plot, but like it's the thesis statement for this entire show, if it becomes one, which is why we're gonna be like, hey, yo, go check this out so it can become a show. It does some really cool animation things. Like, me and Logan were like gushing all over the place about like some of the stuff that they just do, and they just make some really cool composition shots. It's just fun. Go check it out. If you love animation in general, you'll probably enjoy this. Anyway, like, in general, you'll like it. I've also been checking out. We've been invaded. It's a Leon.
Hello.
Have fun editing this, somebody.
I know, right? It's gonna be so fun. I know this is gonna be so fucking fun, bro.
I'm sorry. I can leave if necessary. But...
Oh no, that's not the problem.
Oh.
Actually, that makes it worse.
Oh.
You leaving makes it worse.
Okay.
It's even worse on the editing front. Are you recording?
I am. I drowned
Pele
in.
that one time?
Yeah, I know. I made sure to say 3, 2, 1 so you know where it starts. At least on my end.
Okay.
Oh, he did it super good.
Yes.
Yeah, he tends to do it super good.
Afterwards,
Jones
after I
doesn't.
fuck up.
That's a call out right now. Jones doesn't tend to do it super good. Sometimes he forgets to. Sometimes he doesn't have the 3, 2, 1 sync up in his audio, and I'm like, I need that. I need that part specifically.
Remember the multiple times where his audio just doesn't record for some reasons.
I was like, brother, I need you to have that there, because I can't sync you up otherwise. I mean, I can, but it involves me trying to like time you with other people and see if like your words are overlapping too much, and it's weird because obviously people talk over each other in these podcasts, because when we have like X amount of people just will do that at times. Someone will say a little joke that's in between something, or respond to something while also responding to something else. It just happens.
I have many moments of that where I say something and it's like, we'll forget about it.
Forget about it.
It just gets slid in there. It's fine. The audio listeners hear it. They're like, I heard it.
It wasn't added upon though. Damn.
It'd be like that.
It does.
Where was I? Yes, go check out Gaslight District. Go look at that. It's really cool. Another thing I would recommend for watching is that I started an anime on Netflix called Moonrise.
Moonrise.
So we're probably gonna have to watch Moonrise.
Oh.
So, okay, check this. First off, y'all know how I feel about power suits, right?
Yeah.
And like the movement and stuff like that they have with power suits and stuff like that. Well, this show said, yo, fuck power suits. We got cloaks. And I'm like, excuse me? I like capes. Yeah, what if the capes gave you like the ability to like move quickly and like burst around the environment in a way that's really cool, but because it's a cape, you gotta, it's all flapping in the wind and it does cool shit. And I'm like, huh. That's kind of sick.
Fascinating.
That's kind of cool. Oh, wait a minute. I'm intrigued. They also have an idea for Vanquish, and it's also something I wanted to use in one of my stories as well. They have a gun that transforms into other guns, where it's basically like this thing. The thing that you have is like basically a glowing light that transforms into different weapons on the fly that you need because you changed it. You're like, oh yeah, like I need a pistol. It's a pistol now. Oh shit, I need an assault rifle. It's an assault rifle now. Oh, I need a knife. It's a knife.
Oh shit.
Like it just transforms into whatever to the weapon you need at the moment. And I was like, or the weapon you desire at the moment. It doesn't just know what you need. Cool as shit. Cool as shit. The other thing that obviously inspires me, well, clearly inspired this, is I would say Attack on Titan and Gundam.
That's actually an interesting combination.
Yeah. Considering that we have like the two sides, one side feels like more of an enemy, but like not really. The more you get to know kind of situations going on, and the space politics going on, and the fact that like, slight spoilers, but it's the first episode. We have a colony drop. For those that know Gundam, we have a colony drop. That's fun. Or better yet, if you don't know Gundam, but you do know Final Fantasy, it's a plate drop. They drop a plate. I was like, fuck. In fact, that's the catalyst for the war. That's why we're here in the first place. Because terrorists.
What's this called again?
Moonrise.
Moonrise.
Nice, it's cool. So we're gonna check this out, obviously, because it's sick, and there's no way you're getting out of watching this. I'm actually about to look.
Oh dang it!
What?
No, I'm saying like, oh dang, I have to watch the show. Oh no!
Oh no! I gotta watch your show. Okay, let me see if the trailer has some of the cool stuff that I was talking about in it. Cause
I mean,
if it does,
that's the point of the trailer. I'd be mad as hell if it don't.
Yeah, nah, I'd be pissed too.
The trailer
but it's been pretty
spoils
sick.
Everything.
Probably not.
Hey, that probably not is not good to me, bro.
Look. Actually, I probably shouldn't look at this trailer considering I don't have context. I just need a scene. Like, whereas you guys would look at the trailer and be like, I don't have context for this, but like this feels like it tells me the plot. I know what the context is. So like if certain things pop up, I'm like, oh, I do know the plot. Fuck. I'll look at this clip. This clip will do it. Yeah, this I'll show you guys this clip.
The clip.
I'm going to stream it for the boys. I'm also going to do a quick thing so that it doesn't.
Oh shit! Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger. Wait a second.
Hey yo, no, they, bro, Cloak and Dagger. I love those characters. They wish they were this cool. They wish they could never.
Oh shit! He typed shit at them.
Look at these cloaks, bro. Look how cool these things are. They're fighting robots right now. It's
Ultron.
Awesome.
They're fighting Ultron.
They look like Ultron too. It's weird.
I was about to say they're fighting Ultron.
This is like a 1 minute clip too, so it's fine.
1 minute clip.
Let me see if I can make this look nicer.
And these subtitles are not. Do not read the subtitles.
They pull up.
Oh shit!
Look at this.
Super jump.
They're fighting in space right now. They're actually on the moon.
Damn.
Are they surviving because of the cloaks?
Yeah, the cloak is like the 3D maneuver gear Loki for this.
Damn, that's a
No.
Netflix
not-
clip.
I'm saying, like, does the cloaks provide oxygen for them?
Yes, actually, the hood acts as an oxygen mask.
Interesting.
You can see like a little bit of what's happening here. Like the hood on it actually just straight up is like, oh, well, it's far flung future, right? So it's like it's very basically to give you an idea of the premise though is that we have people that existed. Well, we have people on Earth, right? People on Earth got to a point where they're like, hey, we're gonna just send all of our criminals to the moon because we already colonized the moon. Fuck it, right? So they did that. Life has changed. Stuff happened. Years have passed on. They're like, okay, now that we have all these people on the moon and the moon's colonized, and we finally got this space elevator working because we were actually about to make a space elevator. They're unveiling it, going like, space elevator. Everybody has to talk, and we communicate with the moon, and we send stuff and trade, and it's fun, right? All good. Sick, like, great, cool. Terrorists go like, nah, fuck that noise, bro.
It hit instantly.
I want none of it. Get that shit out of my face. And that incites an incident, which obviously now, we're fighting. We're obviously we got beef with the moon, and the moon got beef with us, purely because of this, purely because of a colony drop. I'll say, they drop one of the space elevators, essentially back down onto the Earth, and anyone near that got fucked. That shit was the equivalent of a nuke going off. Because it's a space elevator. That's just being dropped on a populated area.
I would have asked the people, like, hey, y'all good with us doing this before I would have done that. But that's just personally. That's me, though. But
my personal opinion. I would have just asked about this. And the thing is that the everyday moon person was like, I'm not a huge fan of Earth people coming to tell me what to do, but like,
how long
cool.
have they been on the moon living there?
It's been a long time. They've been on the moon a while. They've just been chilling on the moon. The moon is colonized. Like it's not like it's kind of been there for like maybe a couple years or like out. No, there's like there's cities on the moon. Cities. They're vibing up there. They have their own ways of life. They're not completely different though. So like obviously there's been like technology that's shared and stuff like that. But like they're chilling. Essentially, they're like, okay, it's just we're moon people. We're humans that just exist on the moon, and then there are humans over there that exist on the moon, and those humans are telling us what to do, and we're like, all right, I guess. It's not like y'all live here, but whatever. And then some terrorists go like, nah, F all that noise. I don't want to hear none of it. Out of my face. You don't come here and tell us what to do. You don't even live here. I'm like, damn, okay. Well, fuck Earth, I guess.
Indeed.
I highly recommend it, and we probably will be at least watching episode 1 and 2 at the very least, and then letting everybody see if they want to continue it or not. But I'm gonna keep watching it because it's cool as fuck.
Sounds great. Because
it's sick. But I recommend that one, obviously. What else did I play? I streamed South of Midnight. Actually, I'm gonna keep streaming that. South of Midnight is really cool. That is the Louisiana not Pulp Fiction, but Louisiana fiction, like mythology video game that has like you essentially chasing down your mom after she got swept away by a hurricane. That's she was in the house. She was in your house that got swept away by a hurricane. And you're like, bump that. I'm gonna go get her. So you obviously go get your mom.
What's a magic?
Only to find out that you have special magic powers that existed within your families. You can see these things called the Strand, and you use these little weaving hooks to kind of grab bits and pieces of the Strand and use it as like different things because you can manipulate it. It's really cool. You also get to unfortunately see these things called hates, and they suck.
Mhm.
It's a cool little action platformer. I would like to say action adventure game. Honestly, is what it is. And it's cool. It's just it has like one of the coolest backdrops I've seen in a video game for like in a long time. Actually,
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
I think it's so rare to actually see video games take this. I keep saying this over. I'll keep regurgitating it, but it's so rare to see video games be in some place like Louisiana. I think there's only 3 I can count on my hand off the top of my head. Um, and that's just off the top of my head. Which is Infamous 2. I think Infamous 2 takes place in like Numaray, which is supposed to be a Louisiana equivalent. Um, Mafia 3, because that's where Lincoln Clay is. They're in the deep south in Louisiana. And I'm struggling to think of the third one, but I know that there is a third one because this happens every time we have this conversation. But yeah, no, it's super sick. Highly recommend it. I'm gonna probably continue streaming it either tomorrow or Wednesday when we usually stream. I'm just gonna continue it because it's apparently not very long. It's not a really long game. It's not very expensive either, so that'll be fun. It'll be nice like run through. From what I understand on times to beat, I think I'm like halfway done, or a little bit more than halfway done. Because the stream we did was like 3 hours. I think it's 7. So, I mean, but based on my progress, I think I'm a little more than halfway done. But we'll see. We'll try to see if we can knock it out next time I stream. But that one's super cool. Highly recommend it. South of Midnight. What was the other thing? There was I have been obsessed. I forgot. I have an obsession. I'm not a musical person. Usually I don't listen or watch musicals. They're not exactly my cup of tea. Not usually the thing I go to pick out. It's just, I don't know. It just takes me out of it sometimes when everybody just starts singing after a really intense scene of whatever happened.
Burst out in the song and start dancing. It's like,
Yeah, no, everybody goes into the song dimension real quick and then just starts vibing, and you're like, all right.
tragic main character death. Everyone's crying. Burst into dance.
Oh yeah, no, you have to have the grieving song, clearly. Like, duh. If you don't have the grieving song, what are you doing?
All actions are more hyper than dramatic and sad.
But I've been obsessed with this this no production musical, not miracle. Which is called Epic. It tells the story of Odysseus, and for those that don't know the story of Odysseus, it's the story. Go look up the Odyssey. Go read a book. I'm pretty sure you guys went through it in high school or something.
Or look
it's
at
not going to take you very long.
Plugging for a YouTube channel. That's not ours.
There's definitely some YouTube channels that'll tell you the story of Odysseus if you want to know the Odyssey. Like if you want to know the Odyssey, you can go check it out. There's one that tells you both the story of the Iliad and the Odyssey, and the Iliad is just book 1, and Odyssey is the sequel to that, basically. Yes. So like, go look at it. Learn something. So I'm upset, but you should probably learn about that.
Knowledge.
Yes, gain knowledge. And then you'll listen to Epic because Epic's really good. It's fire. I love all the songs for it. I still need to show you Devaughn properly so that like you can go through. I've been thinking about doing it for a while, but I haven't really found the time to do it because I wasn't sure if we were gonna just sit and watch the animation, like the animations that they have for it, because they have a bunch of the songs like completely animated. They basically made it into a movie, but it's a bunch of different animators that did different animatics for it, or just listen to the soundtrack while we were doing something, because like the soundtrack just takes you. I mean, that is the whole story. Unlike most musicals where there's like plot that happens in between, because this is a musical that has no production besides its music, it takes you through the whole thing via the music. which almost makes it a better musical than most musicals. Weird.
It's just a continuous song. It's not like a stop, basically.
Kinda. I mean, like, there are different songs. In fact, it's I could show you it on Spotify. Like, it has multiple different songs in it, but like every song leads into the next song clearly.
No, like there's
because
no
it's
like
supposed
break.
to. Yeah.
There's no like people speaking normally and then going to songs. Is that what I'm?
Yeah. No. Even when they're speaking normally, it's according to the song that is about to start playing.
Yeah. There's no.
Like the dialogue will set up the beats of the song, and the dialogue is also technically sang in a way. Like, even if it's being spoken, it's to like humming tones to kind of give you the idea that, like, you know, this is even this talk right now, it's still its own song kind of going into it.
Oh shit.
Oh, we've been made it again. Oh, dude, this is gonna be a wonderful time editing this one.
Oh, I'm only on the second Vader? Fuck me. Okay, I'll leave.
That makes it worse. But hey, Devaughn, this is definitely going to be a full-blown episode. He was wondering if it was going to be a mini-sode or not. Now we know.
Hey, Devaughn, don't feel bad. At least later we'll be watching Lord of the Rings, so.
Alright, bet.
Actually, we need to chill on that.
Oh, chill. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, you guys could watch it, obviously, but, like, we do need to chill on streaming those.
That's fine. Yeah.
Only because I've been trying to figure out how to do it, and there's no proper way to do it. Unless you're streaming it from, like, a, You basically have to show that you, like, logged into, like, Netflix or something. Like, you have to show ownership of it. And that you're watching your copy of the movie somehow. And then you can watch it, potentially.
So I have to show them that I'm going
There's
into
still
my
a
account.
There's still a chance that they could be like, we're mad at you, even though you're like, this is an official thing from an official site that I am watching it currently.
Yes, I'm doing this through thing. Max. That's what I've been doing. Like, I've been doing this with Disney, Star Wars, all that such.
You just you basically got to show them that you're like on Max and watching it in an official site, okay. And then that's a possibility as to whether or not they'll be like, it's cool.
That's an if. It's an if. That's the big problem.
There's an if. There's an asterisk, actually. It's not even like, it's not me saying that like there's an if. It's not that they don't say that there's an if, but there's definitely an asterisk of like, yeah, no, that's probably fine. It should be fine.
I mean, we could also just say like, do a watch along with just us talking, nothing in the background, and just simply nothing really.
Oh yeah, reacting to the movie and stuff. That's one of the ways that people say you can get around it, but it feels a little weird to have a stream up of us just
talking,
reacting to a movie. But there's nothing to see. So that's why it's like, all right, I know certain stuff is not that bad. Lord of the Rings tends to be one of the ones that gets flagged all the time. So it's like, maybe relax on Lord of the Rings.
Fair enough.
Maybe chill on Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings does not seem to like being streamed.
I'll still watch it, not on stream, of course.
But I don't think if there's anything else. Yeah, I've been obsessed with it. I think my favorite song is Thunderbringer, and you guys should just go look at Epic. Go listen to it. Listen to the soundtrack. It's really good. It's broken up into arcs. There's no reason to listen to it in arcs. I'm gonna be honest with you. But they did it just in case you wanted it to be a bit more bite size. Why would you? Because it is an entire. It's the whole story. So like, you're only the whole thing's out, and so you're only finding yourself in situations where like it ends a thing, and it's like, okay, I'm done with that arc. Only for you to be like, I mean, clearly there's more story though. Like, why would I stop? It's like right there. Like the whole thing is like 2 hours long. So it's like the equivalent of a movie. Just watch the movie. What else did I know I played other things. I mean, me and Leon have been playing Haste, obviously.
Haste, okay.
They added an endless mode. It's cool.
They did. I tried it out. It was not friendly for me. They kept giving me the bad maps where you have to where there's so many cuts inside the flooring and everything. I'm like, fuck.
Get good, son. Get good.
Kid.
I've been trying to.
Get better, quicker.
See, the funny thing is, every single time I've started out, I think it's because of the difficulty and everything. I've been starting at E, and the fucking boy just right on my ass. And I tried to progress forward faster. It's like, nah. Nah. Get fucked.
You're cooked, son. You're cooked.
And speaking of getting fucked, I got to the end, to the final chapter, basically. The final chapter, final boss and everything. And I beat it. I beat the game.
Oh, okay.
But as I destroyed the last item, the fucking game crashed.
Oh wow, yeah, no,
that is fucked. Kid. That is fucked, yeah. Honestly,
and
I was
then
like, oh, my boy Leon finally got some pussy. Awesome.
And then I fought it again. It saved my progress. I had to do it again. Just for me to lose. Because of the goddamn stage. But it had a very interesting transition.
Gets fucked.
Yes.
Yep.
I was so confused.
Like, what the why would you do this to me?
Like, exactly.
Why would you do this?
Like the final boss is fairly simplistic, but the problem is that the stage itself starts to like crack and break apart, so it gets very uneven. And it's to a point where if you don't time yourself or you miss your jump, you could fall into one of those cracks and not get out.
Are you playing this on your new rig, or you're still playing on a laptop?
I'm still playing on a laptop. I don't have a monitor yet, and I didn't feel like hooking up to my TV.
I hate you. Just do that.
Yes.
That's literally how my computer is hooked up. Just do it.
Also, monitor's not that expensive. Like $40-$30. Just go to fucking Ed McKay's or whatever.
You can also, you can just go to Goodwill as well. You can probably find a monitor there for pretty cheap. That's what happened to me. Found one for like $25. It was really nice.
You don't even need a good one. Just a decent sized one. That's all you need.
That being said, if you have a rig, this is what I don't understand. If you have a rig, if you have a TV, right? Do you
set it up on the TV?
Do you have speakers?
No.
The TV does.
The TV does. Because monitors don't. Not usually.
Not usually. Some of them do, but not all of them.
So, maybe hook it up to your TV so you can hear things. Maybe.
This feels like a Chase situation all over again, honestly.
Oh, that's a whole other story, but we're not going to get into that. That's a whole nother thing. I didn't know you didn't have your PC hooked up because you didn't want to hook it up to your TV. I'll throw something at you, bro.
No, I'm actually going to say this because I know that you got fucked. Now you're just intentionally begging for it on the laptop.
Not entirely.
Yeah, no, shut up. Also, I guess Baldur's Gate released its final patch, and I haven't touched it yet.
I finally bought Baldur's Gate because it was on sale, and haven't touched it either. I looked at the mods though. That's all. I didn't know they had a whole.
Some of the mods are nuts. I want to just play the new classes.
And the fact that the mods could also work on the PlayStation or whatever color console you use.
Yes, that's because Larian really pushed for that.
Mm-hmm. So it's interesting to see. And
I'm gonna play with the classes that they have there, but I'm gonna just add all their D&D classes that are missing. And the races.
Oh, mods. Install that if you really want to.
Hair, face structure, races, all that such.
Add them at your own risk.
Yes, there are some questionable ones if you do.
Yep, break the game as well, quite a bit.
So maybe be careful. The one I always do though is the party size increase. I'm like, fuck it, let me just bring everybody. I just don't care.
It's always fun to have more people to your group, man.
Just bring everyone.
Yeah, bring everybody.
We're supposed to be fighting things together anyway. Just bring everyone. The story kind of acts like everyone was there anyway half the time anyway.
That's most RPGs really, but like it's not really.
So it's like, just bring everybody. Why not just have the whole party? Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Be fine. It'll be fine. I feel like there was definitely something else that I was missing. But I can't think of it, so it's fine.
Warden's Will,
I think that's
rematch.
basically it. I haven't touched rematch, so it doesn't matter to me.
Right.
Well, it matters to me, and we did talk about it, but like, I didn't touch it, so so I have no opinions. I just know it looks cool, and I'm happy that it exists as a game. So it's an alpha, so people are enjoying it, but it's definitely no. I think they said it was an alpha.
It literally says rematch beta tests on my screen.
Never mind, I'll take it back. Take it back right now.
Also, like, if it was an alpha, that's the game released in 2 months. That's insanely short for an alpha.
That's true. Because it's basically just an online test. It's a network stress test more than anything else. Something else had an alpha that came out recently, and I cannot remember what it is. Specifically, like, they was like, oh yeah, the alpha's out.
Can't recall. Marathon?
I mean, wait, what?
Marathon? No, that was beta. That's a beta.
No, it is. It is Marathon. It's an alpha.
Okay.
They said that one was an alpha. Marathon looks interesting. It's gonna be $40. That's nice. Apparently, all the extraction shooters are $40 once you look into them. So it's like, well, I guess they're not. I thought it was gonna be free. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it should have been free.
It should have been free.
But when compared to its contemporaries, kind of makes sense why it costs money, because all of its contemporaries cost money. So, well, makes sense. They probably would have got off a lot better if they made it free, but I mean, it be what it be.
I mean, let's hope it's not another Concord.
I mean, here's the problem. It's a Bungie franchise.
It's a remake of the old franchise too.
Oh yeah. No, because I think that's the thing that kind of bugs me the most. Is that I was looking forward to like the single player aspect of it, and there's none.
No.
But because it is Bungie, I think it is low-key impossible for it to
be a big failure like Concord, because Concord was brand fucking new.
Because you want to know the number one thing Bungie knows how to make?
Shooters.
They know how to make good fucking shooters, bro. Playing Destiny is so fun. I want to play Destiny. I want to go back to Destiny so bad. I just want to play it. Playing Destiny is super fun. It feels good to shoot things and to use your powers and stuff like that. And I can only conclude that Marathon, which is an extraction shooter, also feels good to shoot things and use your powers. Like, I cannot see it not, and it has a cool art style to match with it. So it's like, okay, it's probably gonna feel pretty good to shoot things and throw grenades and do whatever it is you do in that game. Well, you have class powers, things like that, but like to do what you do in that game, it'll be good. I have that much faith in it. The biggest problem with Destiny is usually it's
microtransactions.
It's upper. No, it's upper. Well, microtransactions a little bit, but like the upper, like the management side is usually the problem with Destiny, right? Like how they overarching do stuff. Not so much the core gameplay of the thing. It feels good.
Sundown and content also kind of like puts a bad taste in
people's
mouth.
No, that would count as a management thing. It's literally up there.
Because here's the big thing a lot of MMOs also don't do is, sundown content.
Well, the thing is that they were doing it originally because they were self-published and they didn't have the money for a while, right?
No, they weren't self-published originally. Remember, they were owned by Activision.
Well, yeah, but they got out of that. So when Destiny 2 came around, they were self-published, which is why they started sundowning content after a certain point, because they were like, we have too much and can't really afford the storage space or anything like that. But then they got bought out by Sony, so now they have more than enough money, but like they already sundown the content. So like it's in a weird spot now. It's weird. But it'd be like that. Like I said, management-wise is the biggest problem with Bungie. And so hopefully Marathon is managed a bit better, because otherwise, I mean, it'll still be a success, but it'll be annoying. Probably, yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's gonna be it for me. I can't think of anything else that I did specifically or anything else that I can remember that stood out to me specifically. So like, we'll pass it along to Leon.
Ah, okay.
You joined first, so
I understand that. Well, for me, I don't really have much, honestly. Most of my weekend, I should say, was me going to the Halawasaponi powwow with my family. And
what the fuck did you just say?
Halawasaponi.
Powwow. Yeah.
Okay.
Halawasaponi. It's a tribe.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That threw me off. So I thought it was something completely. I was very confused.
The word powwow
yeah, no,
I'm familiar
cool.
with. It's yeah.
No,
yeah, no, that makes way more sense.
No, it's a massive powwow. Actually, a lot of people were there. Like twice the size that I'm used to, probably, maybe 3 times the size. And no, for me it's typical. But it was a far more organized and grander event. All the vendors were there selling Native American trinkets and handcrafted objects, sage, so on and so forth. Food, a lot of traditional food, normal foods too. And a lot of fun traditional dances as well. Typical stuff, but it's on a grander scale. Like they filled up the whole ring like 3 times over, essentially.
Yeah.
How much fried bread was there?
A lot of fried bread. It was an option. I didn't have any. I got. I think my sister got like corn because I wasn't hungry at the time.
Whatever.
Yeah. No, it's in the bumfuck middle of nowhere, so there's nothing really else to be around aside from woods and more woods.
I've never seen a powwow in the middle of the city before, so I get it.
Well, there was some like in like a little town, but this one was more just woodsy in general. Like you could literally look to the left and look to the right. It's just woods everywhere. Maybe like 1 or 2 houses. So.
And it'd be actually hilarious if someone actually did a powwow right on top of the Mount Rushmore monument. I think that'd be hilarious.
That would be ironic.
I mean, it's their land anyway.
Yeah.
It's facts, but
Our land.
interesting. Fascinating.
Well, yeah, I enjoyed that. I did that for about like 4 days. So. And then after that, I already talked about my problem with haste. Fun game. I enjoy it. It's fantastic. But goddamn, that's cucking.
Likes to fuck him hard.
Very much so at that moment, so.
Yeah, don't worry. Leon here has Stockholm Syndrome. He went back for it.
Rig.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have happened.
Wouldn't happen, yeah.
I've never had
It might have. We'll have to see.
No.
No. We can guarantee it's the fucking rig.
But
would not have happened.
That aside, I do have one manga that I've reread. I saw it before, forgot about it, and then found out again.
It'd be like that. That's all we're
Now, I don't know if I shared this or not. I felt like I might have because I liked it a lot. But I'm gonna say it again if that's the case. Now then, it's a shitty long ass name though.
Is it Isekai?
Of course.
Yes.
God damn it.
However, it's not like overpowered isekai. It's parenting isekai.
It's very different.
You did send this before.
I did? Okay.
Yeah.
But refound it, and still great. The name for the viewers, if you haven't seen the older episodes, is a B-rank adventurer with an evil look becomes a father for the hero and his childhood friends. Yes.
Yeah, no, you definitely did this.
Definitely did this one. Right. Yep. So I won't. Yep. Or should I? I'm not totally sure.
I mean, you could have confused everybody and tried to say it in the actual Japanese. Good fucking luck with that, though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But
that almost as the title is shown, the main character, he finds orphans, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna take care of you, and that's what he does. Not that blatant. He has
I mean, it's not like overpowered, lewd, or just made for kicks.
Not overpowered. He is strong, but he's not in the case of the ranking system for heroes or adventurers. He's B rank. He's up there, but not like, god damn, he's busted. He can destroy the world. No. But he as I said, as you said, this is an isekai. He does have some recollection of his past, and for what the group that he's taking care of does have some nuance towards it, but he doesn't know everything about it. He just knows this one little tidbit, and it's like, okay, I'll help you out. Everything else is still a mystery, though.
Fair.
And yeah, give it a shot. It's wholesome. This guy, as I said, as it says, the guy with almost like a bad streak, but he's not that bad person, becomes basically a dad figure to this group of children. And so wholesome moments, cute children doing cute things here and there. So give it a shot. Want a warm heart, check it out.
Fair enough.
And that's pretty much it. I don't really have much, unless Ahmani, you allow me to speak about this little book that we used to always talk about.
A book that we used to always talk about?
Yes. About sin and Jesus.
Bible?
No.
We're getting religious in this bitch?
Yeah, kind of.
I was gonna say, is that the book that you're referring to?
No. It's the little comics that the customers used to give me.
Oh, those shits.
Those. Look,
Those, yes.
has any other new ones appeared?
No, it's just
That's
still the
the
one.
question.
It's the one that I told you about earlier. Last time we did this.
Let it be. Nah, we don't gotta worry about that.
Not gonna worry about
but
this.
if new tech is found, we'll discuss it.
Okay.
But no new tech has been found, so
because this is the one that last podcast or mini-sode that we did, I told you about. And you're like, nah, I would wait for more people. I'm like, all right.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but the fact that you was like, oh yeah, no, we've seen this one before.
No, this one we haven't. This one we haven't.
But it's an old one. Well, nah. We'll wait for even more people.
We'll wait for more people.
That's crazy.
We'll wait for more people.
That
That can definitely pull even more people. Or better yet, save it. We'll use it for a deep dive.
Okay.
We'll use it for a deep dive.
All right. If that is it then. I have nothing else to speak about. Pele, you're up.
What?
You're up.
Brother.
Oh, I'm up? Okay. I didn't do
Man
much.
gave you the cleanest transition.
didn't do
What
much.
he said is crazy.
Alright. Well, that's it for Pele.
You dead ass, bro?
Wait a minute. Did you fucking watch Sinners?
Oh, yeah. I mean, also went to Vegas.
Brother.
I mean, that's something you can talk about.
Fine, if you insist. Okay. All right. So my time away, since it's been a while since I did an episode here. Let's see. Experience game wise, nothing too much. Played a bit of Warden's Will, courtesy of Ahmani here, and we got our friend Danny addicted to it now. Pretty fun. Very very risk-rainy aspect. A lot of flying around in Anthem style. Ramps up, I think, a little quicker in the danger than does Risk of Rain. Unlocked a second character already. Very Leon-esque. I can definitely say that. You would love him, because I pissed off Danny a little bit because I was going way too fast. Beyond that, game-wise, nothing too much. Played Monster Hunter, played Rematch, the beta test. That was pretty fucking fun. Downloaded we're playing Marvel Rivals actually. Downloaded anything else? Nothing off the top of my head. Everything has pretty much been going through it bit by bit. Vegas. I went to Vegas with me and my brother. Burned nearly $3,000 on the trip alone. It was pretty fun. My feet still fucking hurt from the trip. Walked around through the entire strip and beyond. Gambled a little bit, made a little bit of money, lost all of it. Spent the rest of the money pretty much on stuff and experiences, a lot of massages, great fucking food. Best dishes I've ever had was this one restaurant. Can I promote certain restaurants?
I mean, sure, go for it. I don't see why we can't.
All right. Oh, palette.
Also, I want to just talk about how we just sped past the fact that you lost money.
I love
I mean-
McDonald's.
I did lose money. So essentially, what I did was I didn't go to actually dealing card games. I just pretty much played some slots and automated gambling machines. I fucking hate them. Just pretty much burned a little bit of money since I want to kept most of it was just simply to want to explore a trip. I think I spent at most maybe $200 on gambling. I made about $150 back, but I also lost it on the same machines. That's a rookie mistake because of slot machines. I've come to know this, at least of the experience I've seen so far, is that they give you a little bit of a payout starting off on a new machine. Once you win that first big, you must leave. Otherwise, they will just take your money because you can just keep losing, pressing the button. Also, fucking boring as hell. It's a fucking single button press the entire time. I actually fell asleep a few times during the middle of it.
I mean, that's how you lose the money, man. It's easy. You just press the button.
No, but the thing is, that's all you do. You just press a single button over and over and over again. Like, this is
$200 gone. $300 gone.
$300 gone. But I never go for the big bets because I know it's super, super fast to do so. So I only stick with like the smaller bets, which I know is not always a great deal, but this is slot machines we're talking about. There's not really much technique to it here. Just press a fucking button.
Imagine it's just you pressing the button. Like, they don't have the lever anymore. That's
no,
like
most of them don't have levers. The classic machines still do.
That's lame. That's like part of the actual part. That's the whole point of the slot machine is to pull the lever.
Yep. No, it's just a fucking button press. Like, oh, God. This is so boring. But most of the machines, slot machines I've seen there were your basic stuff, like Win Big, some theme stuff, like there's a Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf, some Chinese stuff, which I thought was a little too targeted towards Asian audience. Yep, there's some like stripper ones, of course. I saw a Frankenstein one. I saw a Lord of the Rings one, which was weird. I saw.
Also, Devaughn, real quick, give me a time check.
Hour 27. Hour 27, 30 seconds.
All right, cool. We're still good.
Okay.
Continue, Pele.
Yep. Saw some Frankenstein one. Saw Willy Wonka one. I saw what else I saw. I think I saw a Wonder Woman one. That was weird, but nothing like something unique and involved with it. I was hoping to see at least a pachinko machine. Didn't see goddamn one. Like, oh god damn it.
Wow, not one.
Not one, which is weird because I fucking saw the Konami headquarters in fucking Las Vegas. Like, what the fuck?
How do they not have anything? That's weird.
Is pachinko just not legal in the U.S.? I thought it was.
Maybe. Somebody look that up.
Leon, you look that up. I'm busy talking about my experience.
You see that,
Yeah. Pachinko, legality in the U.S. But anyway, visited a lot of places there. Checked out Chinatown down in Vegas. It's not as like crowded as you'd expect, like from in New York City or D.C. or any other places. A lot more spread out for it. But my God, there's so much of the same thing in the same blocks that you just walk here. So there's dim sum, there's Szechuan, there's izakaya, freaking ramen, freaking Korean barbecue, all within the same block next to a freaking massage parlor. And that's like several blocks as you walk down the same fucking street. It's like they all have the same type of food. Like, I don't know if any of this is good or just signage is saying the same thing. Like, I feel like this is like this Americanized Chinese food type of deal where just everything is just simply either tastes the same or just becomes bland mush, you know?
Fair.
Yeah, that's my opinion on that
I assume that they're competing.
Oh, no,
I assume that they're at the very least competing.
It is
which
competing.
means that you'll probably have different qualities.
Yeah.
Probably.
But the fact that there's like 7 dim sum places on a single block, then we get like 1 here in North Carolina, like, god fucking damn it. There's not even like many ramen restaurants here either. There's like 3 at most, from what I've seen. Not even that many Korean Korean barbecue is actually getting quite popular, so we've been seeing that a lot more. But Japanese restaurants and stuff like that, not that many. So I see a lot of sushi restaurants, 1 revolving sushi restaurant, and of course like tons of massage parlors at the door. And yes, if you're curious, a few of them apparently do selling up happy endings to it.
I mean, prostitution is legal over there.
Yep.
In Vegas.
Yep. And not cater to myself to that, but I'm perfectly fine. Let's see. Moving forward from there, I did visit the
you
One
had to
Piece.
let the people know.
Yeah. I mean, it's Vegas. You gotta know the sights. Went to the One Piece Cafe there. A lot smaller than I expected, honestly, since it's the only American anime cafe in America. It's like
you know, like the only one, right?
It's the only one, yeah, the only one, the only official one anyway. Yeah.
Fair.
because it's actually promoted by Toei Animation themselves. But it's like, so you know how like all outlet centers have these stores kind of just go from left to right type of deal. So the One Piece one is like on the actual corner of that type of building size. So like it's super small, a lot smaller than I expected, but the interior was pretty nice. I liked like the vibes, playing One Piece music throughout the day. A lot of merchandise. Food was a bit expensive. Didn't really try it in the food because I didn't hear great things about it. But it was cool with the vibes. The refresher drink was neat. I got a hat for Wolf. I need to get to him one day. An actual Luffy hat because it doesn't fit my head.
It's a chopper hat, isn't it?
No, it's actual the hat.
Oh,
straw
Luffy's
hat. Yeah.
Okay.
The straw hat, because it doesn't fit my head and they only had one size. But it was cool seeing like a bunch of fans coming to it, the place and experience the whole thing. I saw a dad with his kids, all dressed up as different characters. His daughters were Crocodile and Chopper, and he was dressed up as Smoker. Like, that's cute. That's really
That's
cute.
That's very cute.
Yeah. But that was a fun little experience there.
They should have had the
Afterwards,
Trafalgar Laws hat. They should have had Law's hat, bro.
they did not have
Law's hat
Law's
was
hat. They
alright.
had Chopper's hat, but they didn't have Law's hat.
Big sad.
Yeah, they did have a bunch of other things. Like they had cupcakes designed the same as devil fruits. They had lanyards, T-shirts, hoodies, all the usual stuff, and all that stuff there. But overall, I thought it was a pretty cool experience. I'm hoping they do more locations like this. Hopefully, a bit more extravagant. Because honestly, it felt a little lackluster location, and hopefully in different cities down the road. Because honestly, like, it's a missed opportunity having like a Pokemon theme, something like that, somewhere in New York City or Boston or something more metropolitan, you know. But after that, after the One Piece Cafe, my brother and I went to this claw arcade machine. So essentially, it's like an arcade boutique where you pay money to get like a bunch of tokens, and you pretty much like you get a bunch of claw machines to play and grab prizes. You actually can get those little small plushies and trade them up for a much bigger prize. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. My brother, I insisted on going up because he loves claw games like that. He's really good, surprisingly enough. Which I admire.
Good at claw games.
Yeah, I suck at claw games, so I never touched it there. Let's see. Another thing we've done, we went down towards Fremont Street. So Fremont Street essentially is like considered the downtown hotspot location in Vegas, where cheaper drinks, cheaper gambling, cheaper food, shows, games, and a bunch of other stuff like there. There's even like this like zip lining place against this really, really tall structure designed as a slot machine. You can zip line from one end of the street to the other end of the street. It's pretty cool. Live music playing every fucking night. Really hot, of course. Sexy girls dancing and bartending all the time, and even some cool arcades and locations out further back. Went to this one place up.
This is Vegas.
Yep, it is Vegas. Went to this one place. I was like a small little barcade with bowling there. Also, I noticed an annoying trend I've seen about bowling places. I'm not sure if you noticed, but bowling alleys, especially if like they're from indoors and like several stories up, aren't actually like your traditional bowling pins where they fall down, the machine picks them back up. They're on strings.
Oh.
Yeah. Which really brought alarm bells in my head. Like, wouldn't that get tangled like super easy? But then again, think logistically, that would actually be cheaper though, because the investment of actual bowling rigs are more expensive than just simply a lane, a small machine that can just pull the pins back up and down like that. It'll be a lot cheaper. But it's not my type of deal, but it was neat. I think the only unique place I saw up there was this bull riding machine, but instead of a bull, it was a dick. Joyce would have loved that.
What the fuck?
Devaughn is confused. He's like, bro, wait a minute.
Not confused. That just caught me off guard.
He would have loved it. He is a dick rider.
Yeah.
But anyway, after that, we also decided to go to this this amusement location in Vegas called Area 15. It's several buildings, all with different attractions, and a center location that you can do a bunch of stuff involved. We went through the John Wick experience, which is like an escape room type of locale. Got drunk there. That was great because the drinks was amazing. Got a bounty out of it too. $1.25 million of bounty on my head. Yeah, I shared that to Wolf and actually did conversion rate from American dollars to berries, I'm actually higher than Frankie in terms of bounty.
Oh, good.
Damn.
My brother was higher than me. He was $1.5 million. Like, hell yeah. But anyway, after that, John Wick experience was cool. We also went through the Luminarian, which is pretty much like this big light show, holographic show, rock roll history through the Rolling Stones. I'm not going to bore you guys on the history of music because that would be way too fucking long, but it was pretty neat, pretty chill. The rest was going through the main center plaza, which is like a bunch of stores, restaurants, this big art installation called a Mega Mart that you go through, and this alternate dimension shopping mall supermarket with weird things on the walls that stretch out. So like, you know that glitch in some games where you see an object just kind of stretch into infinity? You actually get to see that on a wall.
Interesting.
Yep. And if you go through like certain hidden doorways, like for example, one of the doorways to the back main art installation is literally through a freezer, and you get to see this massive, strange, otherworldly location, which a lot of different pathways and walkways you can experience, even like some background lore for the development of the company that makes this whole thing, and it's pretty freaking neat. I wish I actually spent more time with it, but my feet was fucking killing me after that.
I don't blame you.
Yep. Another one. Yeah, another few things we tried was 5 Iron Golf, which is like this indoor golfing arcade where you swing a golf club and balls at a screen that will calculate your speed and actually hit something on the target. So
Is
it's like
that why you said you suck at golfing?
Yes, because it doesn't feel intuitive. It doesn't feel that intuitive, but my brother was doing a lot better than I was, so I know I suck at golf in general. But it's funny thing is because I saw that whole rig with each section set up, everything's powered by Alienware. Not sponsored, though.
Interesting.
That's funny.
Yep.
That's
yep.
ironic, actually.
It is a little ironic, yeah. But another thing was the last thing I tried before we left Area 15, and I think the last day we did, was also tried the VR arcade there. So they, so the VR setup they have there was like your basic stuff like AR dodgeball, shooting robots, and my personal favorite and also experience that made me really queasy was also this wingsuit experience they do. So you're on this rig that you have your arms stretch out like a bird, and you actually can control yourself wingsuit gliding through an entire mountain range.
Oh,
that
shit.
made me nauseous. Like, that was cool because that rig is next to impossible to find in most places.
Oh yeah, that's cool as shit.
Yep. Oh, and the last thing we did was also shoot a bunch of guns at Battlefield Vegas. That was pretty fun. Yeah. Oh yeah. Last thing I did when I got back was went to see the movie Sinners by Ryan Coogler. It is a very good film. It is Ryan Coogler's From Dusk Till Dawn meets The Parent Trap.
Okay.
I know that's a terrible description, but that's the best thing I can say without spoiling a lot of stuff. But it's pretty great. A lot of great performances. Music I thought was awesome. There's one moment of Ahmani I think you would really love in the middle of the film when you get to it. I'm not going to give you any details of what it is, but it's just really cool as a set piece, really. Actors are fantastic. Haley Steinfeld, Michael B. Jordan. New upcoming actor Mike Canton, holy Miles Canton. He is first film on IMDb, like he was killing it. Like holy shit, I can't wait to see more of him. He continues as an actor. Fun fact: you got to see the mayor of Gotham City breaking it down on stage and getting her pussy eaten out.
Excuse me, huh?
Excuse me?
You'll see it.
What is
You'll
up
see
with
what I
these
mean.
out-of-pocket statements during this?
They're out-of-pocket statements, but they're true.
Okay.
That-
Run that. Well, not the statement. So run the context back.
The context?
Yes.
The actress who plays the mayor of Gotham from the Batman is in Sinners.
Okay.
Yeah.
That explains a bit more, because I was like, brother, what?
That's out of pocket, but it's always fun to make those connections. It's to throw people off.
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my time. Vegas was awesome. I wasted a lot of money, but it was money well spent for the most part there. I highly recommend going there one day just for the experiences. Try staying on the strip. Don't stay off the strip.
Okay,
Fair.
so your request has been fulfilled. Louisiana and Nevada are the only two states that allow to have the
Pachinkos? Okay, I still didn't see many Pachinkos. Probably didn't go to the right places, but it's okay.
Why Louisiana?
No idea. This is just what
Nevada is where Vegas is.
I mean, Nevada is for Vegas. But
Party
Yeah.
states.
Party states.
I guess so, yeah.
I'm surprised Atlantic City's not on that option, but anyway. Yeah,
Jersey.
no, but that's Atlantic City. Atlantic City is also a really big gambling town.
I know, but Jersey's like very strict on very, very bad.
That's ironic. But alright.
I know.
Unfortunate, but it'd be like that.
But-
Alright.
That's my week.
With that,
2 weeks.
That's fair. Devaughn, give me another check.
Hour 41 minutes.
Hour 41. We can hit it. We can hit a couple newses. Why not?
Mad tired of my news. That's the why not.
Yeah. I'd say. Just like maybe one or two newses.
1 and 2 each,
What do
or just
we-
1 and 2 in total?
Not to one or two in total.
Okay.
So obviously we got this thing with Bethesda that's happening tomorrow, which I think they hinted at. It's the trailer, right? They're hinting at the trailer dropping tomorrow.
For Doom the Dark Age, yeah.
Is that Doom the Dark Age? No, it's not. That's for
Elder Scrolls, yeah, that's right.
Elder Scrolls. Doom the Dark Age dropped. The trailer for Doom the Dark Age dropped. That game looks fire.
Yeah.
Because of course it's Doom.
Elder Scrolls
It's a
6.
prequel, right?
Yeah, yes? Yes.
I was about to say it's really not clear. I think it's a based on that trailer. It seems like it's a prequel.
I don't fucking care at this point, I just want to play the game.
It's Doom. It's gonna be cool.
Actually, no, you know what? Actually, looking at the trailer more often, because it says 1V, that's 4. So it's Elder Scrolls 4 Remaster.
Yeah, but it's Elder Scrolls 4 Remastered that's coming out. They're dropping a trailer tomorrow for it, and we're gonna look at that and see how well that is.
Can I make a quick complaint?
Sure.
Alright, so for people who've played Elder Scrolls Oblivion on PC, it's 5.5 gigs. The remaster is 120 gigs.
I mean, yeah.
It's remastered. And it has the little improvements.
Yes, that's also makes like seven times bigger than it was originally. Not 7 times. Freaking, what's the math on that?
Hey,
I mean, to be fair, the original game was
24
hella
times.
old and looks.
Jesus.
Yeah, the original game was hella old and kind of trash looking. This one's gonna have like super HD graphics, and they're gonna polish up all the textures. Things are gonna look nice. It's the idea is that it looks tremendously better, playably better.
That's the
because,
idea, but hopefully, that's yeah.
And I'll have different gameplay changes that'll change that as well.
Yeah,
it'll be better.
Yeah, my only concern is another concern is that I hope that's not going to be fully replacing the original Elder Scrolls, because that's going to piss off a lot of people in the modding community.
It's probably not. I mean, we talked about this before a little bit off screen, but like on here, it's like unlike Blizzard and cough cough a Rockstar. I will say that Bethesda has been pretty like upfront about having the two different versions, and considering that there is a mastered version of Skyrim, like remastered version of Skyrim, but also the like normal version is available for you. I don't think that they're gonna replace it.
No,
I think
but
they'll just be the Oblivion remaster or remake.
But the
And
reason
then
why,
just normal Oblivion.
yeah, but the reason why I'm a little skeptic about that is still because remember when Fallout 4 got a random update out of the blue for Celebration of the TV show, also screwed up a lot of people's mods, especially with the upcoming Fallout London at the time, that it really screwed their plans over.
I mean, it did. It happened.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
there was an update for the game for 6 fucking years until that day. That's why it screwed people over.
Well, the reason why that happened, to be fair, is because of the fact that, like, yes, those mods existed for 6 years plus. The only reason they didn't do it is because I believe Microsoft wanted them to have a game. They were kind of pissed at them for not having a game to coincide with the launch of the TV show, which is still kind of wild and it's kind of crazy, right?
That's still Bethesda's fault, but anyway, yeah.
It's Bethesda's fault, but it's also kind of wild in general as the idea of, like, you guys probably started production on the show, like, They could not have put out a game within the time.
Oh, absolutely,
Like,
absolutely not. Especially since like a few years prior was 76.
but you definitely could have gone back and maybe remaster. You probably could have put a remaster out for like
3.
Fallout 3
Yeah.
or New Vegas, right?
Which apparently they're working on. No, they're not touching New Vegas because New Vegas wasn't Bethesda.
Right, but like they could have did one for 3, right?
Yeah.
To have it coincide with the release, because that's doable. A remaster for that game would be a lot more doable than just straight up,
Another game.
you needed to have a new game out. Even if it was a small one, but something.
Small projects don't exist anymore in AAA, man.
Oh yeah, for AAA, no, of course not. But like the idea, right? So what they did is they did the update so that the game was relevant for a reason at the same time, right? But unfortunately, that update made things bad for those who already had the game and had it modded.
Yep.
Which, yeah, that one's just unfortunate though. That one's it's on both because I can't, to be honest, I can't really blame them for making an update to the game, if that makes any sense. But it's weird that making an update to the game 6 years after the fact broke everything, as far as mods go, because well, they didn't make the mods and didn't
Tell anybody. It didn't tell anybody either.
And they didn't tell anybody. It was supposed to be a surprise. It's supposed to just coincide with like the show and just be like, oh look, we did a thing. And then once they did it, people were like, no,
What the fuck?
oh man, nothing fucking works. It'd be like that though. Sometimes stuff like that just happens. I'm trying to look for another news thing, but I think that's gonna be it. I mean, like, we have the fact that Sparking Zero's got stuff coming out. There's actually been a lot of game announcements recently, like smaller AA games, which will be probably be the main thing we'll be looking at with the current economic state of the world, or at least the U.S. Probably be looking at a lot of indie games instead, or going through the backlogs.
And if we ever want to splurge, well, then we'll talk about it here. Or if you give us donations, we'll invest it towards more explorative measures.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Man,
But we'll definitely do it like that. All right. Oh wait, wasn't there a big thing about Fortnite? Yeah, Fortnite's doing this weird galactic battle thing.
Yep.
Everybody know what that's about? Devaughn, you know what
Yeah.
that's about?
uh-huh.
Is this just
Star Wars
Are they
stuff.
just me? I mean, yes, it's Star
They
Wars stuff.
do this every year.
Okay, it's just. But I was about to say because it looked like the way they were talking about it, it looked like it was supposed to be a game.
Nah,
Is this just
Ahmani.
Battlefield?
You don't understand. They're bringing out the biggest fucking character from Star Wars into Fortnite. They're adding fucking Darth Jar Jar.
I did.
That
see
is true.
That shit sounds funny.
Darth Jar
Darth
Jar?
Yes.
Darth
Uh-huh.
Jar Jar.
Is that an actual
In
case?
Fortnite.
Yes.
No.
Well,
Sort
no,
of.
it's not canon. It's a joke that became a. It's a meme that became a joke that became an actual thing in the Lego stuff, and now he's a real character in Fortnite.
Okay. I
Also
was
theory.
curious if he was a real character in like the Star Wars.
No. Jar Jar, yes. Darth Jar Jar, no.
No. Jar Jar, I know. I know who Jar Jar is, but Darth Jar Jar was the question mark. Like,
No. It was a theory that was ridiculous, but no, it's not real.
But
was Robot
it's
Chicken
sort of
correct?
ridiculous. It's not inherently that crazy, all things considered. It surprisingly works.
You know what? If they made this twist that Rey was the granddaughter of Jar Jar, I would have actually liked that film better.
Bro, I think I would have lost my shit.
Everyone would have lost their shit.
I think I would have lost my collective shit with everybody. Like, excuse me, huh? When I
Give
explain
her
that
like
one
a
to me
slight speech pattern, just like Jar Jar, just very slight.
Oh.
Not,
I think that would come off a bit racist, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably.
yeah.
Also, side note, before we dip out, there's another game called Asuka's The Ascent, which is just, I'm gonna be honest, anime Need for Speed.
That's funny.
And it looks kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. So if you want a deja vu all over, I guess, wherever this is taking place, because I don't know where in Japan this is driving at. I just don't. Like,
Japan's mountain range, just like Initial D.
Yeah, well then, perfect. You can deja vu in Azuka-sen. It's apparently a manga, it's apparently a manga that exists, and they just made a game for it. So I didn't know that. So 2 anime girls in cars doing
Good concept. That's a good start.
Initial D, yeah. It looks good though. It looks actually really cool. So I'd say go check it out. All right. Without further ado, we're gonna get out of here. So, as always, do the things that we usually tell you to do. So hit us up at paperplayaction@gmail.com if you have any questions or things that you want to send to us. You can always follow us on paper_action on whatever it is you might think we might be, because we're going to be there. You'll get updates to let you know about certain things, like when we're streaming or things like that. And you can watch us stream, like, for instance, Alpha Midnight, which is going to get streamed later this week. Probably tomorrow, if not the next day. And you can do that at paperplayaction .tv, twitch.tv. It's twitch.tv/paperplayaction. That's actually the thing, because you have to put the Twitch part first. That's how it works. Or you can go to our Patreon, it's Paperplay Action, and you can hit us up there and support us there. You can just throw $1, because, you know, you guys aren't broke, probably. And, you know, it's trying times.
Indeed.
We could use some money.
Yeah.
If you wanted to support us, obviously, it's purely optional. Or you can hit us up on a tip jar.
I'd like to recruit my Vegas fund, please.
Hey, look, he decided to go to Vegas. That has nothing to do with the rest of us. Pele had the money to flaunt to go to Vegas. We did not. The rest of us stayed exactly where we were.
Exactly.
Exactly where we were.
And if anything else, make a fund for our trip to PAX East next year.
Oh, that'd be cool. We would love to go to PAX.
That'd be nice,
but
yeah.
Genuinely, as a thing, we would love to be able to fund for the whole team to go out to PAX and meet you guys. So, like, if you guys want that to be a goal, genuinely put in for that. Like, that's actually kind of a good idea, Pele. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, I was intending on going to next year anyway, so.
That doesn't
what happens.
sell the idea, but, you know. Doesn't exactly sell the idea.
It would be nice for the group to go, but I already had plans to go by myself.
Oh, you should make Pele stop talking.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay, you know what? Make the plan in spite of me, okay? In spite of me.
Sure. This will fund everyone else except for Pele to go. That's the plan on that. Makes sense? Cool? Bet. Pele will show up himself.
He'll be there no matter what.
Or you can, like I said, you can hit us in the description. We have our nice little tip box there, or Patreon, and all that stuff is down there for you guys to check out. In fact, everything I'm mentioning is in the description. If you want to just go see it, just go there. The last thing is spread the love. Tell other people about the show. Let people know. Oh, and give a rating. Those two things help out, like, a lot. So, giving a rating and rating the show, reviewing it, lets us know what we have to change, things that we got to do to make things better. Also, it, you know, puts us out there a little bit more. And same thing with you just talking. Tell people about the show. Or talk to people about the show so you can talk to us. And we can have fun together, talking to other people about the show with you. Because it's fun that way. When you talk about things you have in common. So, you know, go do that. Yeah. It's fun.
Even if you don't do that, just spread the love regardless, you know? Be that one strange guy in the corner with the trench coat to open up your jacket saying, hey, got this podcast for you. Listen to it.
That'd be funny. Take a picture. Send that to us.
I would also accept us if you use us as a torture method and if you tied somebody to a chair. That'd be awesome, too.
See, this is why we're having Pele to stop talking. I'll add that to the reasons why he needs to shut up.
Uh-huh.
Alright, without further ado, we are out of here. You guys take it easy.
Farewell.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey, we got another beat for you. This one's by